What is going on, everybody? We are back, ready to get started on our Tamiya MF01X chassis. First thing we want to do is skip ahead a little bit. They call for this in step 8 of the instructions, but I prefer to do it first. That way, if there's any problem, you can find it now instead of while you're building. We're going to set up the electronics. You need your receiver, your radio. I use a Spectrum DX4S. You don't need a radio this fancy, for lack of a better word. This is about middle of the road price wise, but the reason I use this radio is it has a 30 model memory, so I can pick up another RC and the only thing I need to do is pick up another receiver. I can run 30 different vehicles off this radio. It's very easy to program, has a lot of programmable features. You will also need a battery. This is a standard nickel metal hydride stick pack, 6 cell, 7.2 volts. These work great in these small Tamiya vehicles. You need your servo and the ESC that comes in the kit. Now, the standard rule of thumb with most radios I've seen, there may be some that are different, is channel 1 is your steering, channel 2 is your throttle. So keep that in mind. Channel 1 to turn, channel 2 to burn. And we want to plug in our servo and watch. This indicates, I know you can't see it because I can barely see it, your plus and minus. Your plus is your red wire, minus is your black wire. We'll plug our servo in, and we'll plug our ESC in. Alright, and we're going to plug in our battery. And this is the can motor that comes with the kit. This motor will do fine. The box says it has a torque tune motor, which they usually have a sticker on them that says torque tune, but this one doesn't for some reason. But because I'm going to be using this as a trail truck slash rock crawler, I'm going to put a 35 turn crawler motor. Now, the reason I'm going to this is with a 35 turn motor, the turns meaning it's the number of time the copper wire is wrapped around the armature in the motor. And the standard Tamiya motor is a 27 turn. Now what the 35 turn is going to do is give us better better control at low speeds for rock crawling and trailing. So we want to plug that in. And always turn the radio on first. Alright, and then you turn on your receiver. And I don't know if you heard that, but you'll hear a little beep when the receiver comes on. And we want to check our servo. It is working. And our motor. And everything seems to be working, so we can turn it off. Always turn off your receiver first and then your radio. And for charging my batteries, I use a high-tech X1 multifunction AC/DC charger. This will charge nickel metal hydride, nickel cad, which I don't see a lot of those around, and all of the different lithium cells, lipo, life, and lithium ion. what kind of charger you use. I mean, if you're just going to run this one vehicle, you can get a quick charger made just for doing the nickel metal hydride packs. Shop around, you can find some fairly inexpensive to all the way up to $300 or $400. So that's just a matter of personal choice. And now we just disconnect everything. Alright, we can set it aside, and when we start building, we know all of our electronics work, everything functions the way it's supposed to, so we won't have to deal with any of that while we're in the process of getting everything going. You don't want to build the whole kit, get all the electronics installed, and then find out something doesn't work. That's not fun. So when we come back, we'll get started and get this thing put together. So until next time.